Now, I'm going to preface this by saying the pickings are slim. In the words of Tamala Mann, options are few. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Alyssa, aka Always Alyssa J, and today we're going to be talking about affordable fragrances that last long. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying the pickings are slim. Unfortunately, for fragrances that are affordable, and by affordable, I'm going to be talking about fragrances under $50. Actually, most of these are around the $25 to $35 mark. When you do have fragrances that are priced in that way, you're typically sacrificing longevity on your skin. It's unfortunately just the way the cookie crumbles. That being said, I have 5 options here that I've worn fairly often and have lasted a long time on my skin. And by a long time, we're talking at least 8 hours. So let's dive right in. The first 3 that I have here are going to be from Lattafa. I find that of the fragrance houses that make fragrances around that 25 to 35, and I would actually say for Lattafa it's closer to $40 price point, their fragrances last a long time. So first up, we're going to get into an oldie but goodie. Camera by Lattafa. Nowadays, Camera is running $35 or less. This was inspired by Kilian's Angel Share, though I believe it smells different, but just as good. It was intended to be a dupe, but it's not really a dupe. This has cinnamon, nutmeg, dates, vanilla, tonka. It is just so yummy, warm, and spicy, and smells amazing. I put this on my skin, it's going to last. I put it on my clothes, it's going to last even longer. If you are someone who likes something that's slightly boozy within the warm and spicy category, you are definitely going to love this. People are going to smell you and they are going to compliment you with this fragrance. I love it so much. It's a staple in my collection. If I ever run out, I will always buy it. A must-have for me. Next up, we have Bade Al Oud Honor and Glory. This fragrance is unlike any other that I have in my collection. This is a pineapple creme brulee fragrance. There's also some turmeric in here, so it's a little spicy. There's some musk in here, but it's sweet and indulgent and delicious. While it also does fall into the warmer category, this is something that I've worn during the summertime because of that pineapple note, and it stays on my skin. I don't know if it's the musk in here that helps it along, because the musk is strong, I will say that, but like I said, the pineapple, the creme brulee, there's some vanilla, just makes this very delectable and delicious. This definitely has some intensity to it. It's not one of those things where people will smell you through the wall, but it's intense and it's going to last a long time on your skin, at least 8 hours, as I noted, even longer in your clothes. This one I think is also around the $35 mark. When it comes to Lattafa fragrances, you can find these on Amazon typically for $5 to $10 cheaper. So I would just kind of look online and you'll be able to see, but this is another good one that's going to last. Now, my favorite of the 3, Teriyaki Intense. Oh my goodness. This is plum liquor and cinnamon. Now there's some other things in here, but that's primarily what you get from this fragrance. And y'all, oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. I was wearing this like crazy, honestly and truly, and I was actually mixing it with Camera by Lattafa. Baby, these two together, the amount of compliments. I wore this one night to a friend's house. I forgot what we was doing there. But anyways, I had at least 3 people compliment me. 2 of the 3 people wanted the combo. If you have both of these, or you're about to get both of these, wear them together. Oh my goodness. The next day, there was a trench coat that I was wearing. I had sprayed a little bit of both on the trench coat. I still smelled it, not a little bit, a lot of it on the coat, y'all. Talk about longevity. This was a blind buy for me, as most Arabian fragrances are. Unfortunately, they typically don't come in smaller sizes, probably because of that price point. It just wouldn't make sense. I'm obsessed with this scent. This should be no gas, 80 bucks. It really should be 80 bucks, but you could find it for like 40 or 45. If you don't get anything else from this video, y'all, I know it's like the third fragrance I'm mentioning from the warm and spicy category, but if you don't get nothing else, I need you to go grab this and you will be thanking me later. Next up, we have something from Zara, actually. And y'all gonna look at me funny, I know, but it is what it is. Y'all wanted affordable that lasts long. This lasts long. Red Temptation by Zara. So this is running about $35 these days, but this was inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540 by my son Francis Couchon. And I can tell you right now that of the inspirations, the dupes that are out there, this is one of the better ones, if not the best one. And trust me, I know, because there was a time where I was trying out every inspiration, every dupe that I could find. The intensity that this has is insane, and the way that it lasts on your skin. And I not only know that this lasts on me, a couple of years ago when this first came out, I was at work and I had smelled Baccarat in the hallway. And so one of my coworkers in France had passed by me and I was like, girl, what are you wearing? Is that Baccarat? She's like, no, girl, that's Red Temptation. And let me tell you, as strongly as I was able to smell her at the beginning of the day, I was able to also smell her by the end of the day. So we're talking 9 to 5, y'all. We're talking 8 hours. That is the strength of this perfume. I know that people aren't wearing Baccarat anymore because allegedly everyone's wearing Baccarat. And I'm here to tell you, y'all, everybody is not wearing Baccarat. Yes, more people know about it and we're talking about it, but that does not mean that everyone was wearing it. At the end of the day, Baccarat Rouge 540 is upwards of $300 plus. $35 will last you all day. People will definitely smell you and you will smell good. Last but definitely not least, we gotta get into Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. This was one of those scents that had to grow on me. This is unlike anything I have ever smelled. The notes are unlike anything that I've seen put together. You have apple, you have grapes, patchouli, you have amber, you have caramel. It's fruity, a bit musky, ambery, very sophisticated, very elevated, and for only $25. Another one of those fragrances that needed to be a bit more expensive in my personal opinion, because that's what it was giving. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily blind buy safe, but I love this real bad. Another compliment getter, another one of those scents that's really going to last on your skin. But as I noted, proceed with caution because people ate me up in the comments on TikTok. Not everybody, it was like 50-50. Some people were like, yo, you were right, this smells amazing. Others are like, it's giving old lady. Like, proceed with caution, please. But understand, you're gonna smell so elevated. People are gonna love the way you smell and it's gonna be on your skin all day. But y'all, that is the end of my video. Let me know what you thought of my top 5 picks. I wish I had more here for you. I really do. I'm always gonna be honest. I'm not gonna tell you that something lasts long and it doesn't last long just for the sake of a video. That is not how I move. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you like these scents. If there are other scents that I did not include here that you think are affordable and last long, I'm always open to learning about new fragrances. And if you like what we talked about today, if you love talking about fragrance, luxury handbags, and plus size fashion, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!